Does this time of year make you sad or less motivated to do things? It does me too. Stay tuned and I'll talk about ways I combat that. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie and today I want to talk about seasonal mood changes or possible depression and ways that I combat it. So I suffer from SAD, which is seasonal affect disorder, and this time hit me particularly hard and particularly early this year because it was like overnight fall happened, and I noticed one weekend quickly that my mood was changing and my habits too. So how it works for me is because of the shorter days, it's dreary now, so it's not as bright outside. I tend to get sad or less motivated to get up. I'm tired all the time. I don't feel like doing things very often, so I will sleep more or just be a homebody, and that's not typically me. So ways that I combat it is, my biggest one, and I swear by it, is just getting outside. I know it sounds weird, especially because there's no daylight and it's cold or too cool to be outside, but that fresh air just is invigorating. And then even though you can't see the sunshine, you are getting some of the effects from it. You're getting some of the UV that helps with the vitamin D development, so you'll get some vitamin D, which helps with your mood. Also, trees, plants, nature, even though that they're at their sleepy time and some of them are fading and turning colors, they still have energy that they're instilling. So when you're taking that time to be outside and be around them, you're getting that, and so they're juicing you up a little bit while you're out in nature. A couple weeks ago, I was having a really hard day, and so we decided to go for a hike, and just 20 minutes of being outside and my personality was completely different. Like, I had totally changed everything, like how I felt. So I was more invigorated to do things and got motivated to actually cook a meal that night, to play games with my family. And so I swear by it, just getting outside and doing a little bit of nature, even if it's doing like a little bit of yard maintenance or just hanging outside and drinking a cup of tea or coffee. Just getting out there a little bit does a world of difference. If you don't live in a place that's near wilderness, always go to a park or botanical gardens, some place that has a little bit of outdoors to it. The other, and probably this is my last tip, is I'm definitely ruled by sunshine. I love being outside in the sun. I love everything that, it grows things. There's just so much to be said about that powerful sun energy. So learning to adapt and surrender to moon energy has definitely helped me. And then if I adapt to that, I feel like I can get more accomplished. So like right now, it gets dark at like 5 o'clock where I'm at. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's bedtime. And then I look at my watch and I'm like, oh, it's only 5:30. And that's kind of sad. Like, I feel old for one. And then my schedule's all messed up. My clock's all messed up. So if you learn to adapt, so now I find that I can do laundry at night, like, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. I find that I can do things because I'm adapting to that moon energy and learning to work with it and letting it serve me at that time. So maybe I'm not so motivated during the day to do things, but I can work that energy up and towards the nighttime and still be motivated to do things before going to bed. The last thing I'll probably recommend is working on that schedule, like working on a plan for you, knowing that you have to do this at a time, and then seeing what the daylight looks like during those times and getting used to that. Because I know that now I'll be driving home in the dark. Most of my home things will be done at night. And so I'll adjust to what I'm doing differently as far as my habits and what time I'm doing them, so that I get maximum exposure outside during the day, at least towards a window. And then I can accomplish indoor things at nighttime when I can have artificial light and still feed what's going on. So nature will feed your soul. It will definitely help you out. Working on a schedule and then learning to adapt to moon energy during this time of year. And then recognizing that this is a way of taking a pause and doing a lot of self-care. Do you have any tips on how to work around seasonal depression or mood changes during this time of year? Comment down below. Let me know what you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.